Ladies and gentlemen, West Coast University is proud to honor and support our veterans who stand among the graduating cohort today. At this time, we ask that you please stand in honor of the United States of America for our national anthem. To open up our ceremony and on behalf of our campus leadership, please welcome to the stage Taya Lynch, Senior Student Advisor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty and staff, and of course, our incredible graduates, good afternoon. My name is Taya, Senior Advisor of the Student Affairs Department, and I'm here to welcome you today on behalf of the Executive Director of the West Coast University's Orange County campus. It is my pleasure to be here with you all and have the honor of getting this pinning ceremony started. Nursing, as we all know, is no walk in the park. It is more like a sprint through a maze, dodging concept maps, navigating through SoCal traffic jams to get to clinical on time, and mastering the art of stress management during proctored exams. But as you can all see here today, our graduates have emerged victorious, wearing their West Coast University grit like a badge of honor. We've heard the praises sung by our clinical partners and employers who speak so highly of our graduates for their readiness, professionalism, teamwork skills, compassion, and empathy. They're basically superheroes of the healthcare world, equipped with stethoscopes instead of capes. And to any of our graduates in the audience today who might be doubting themselves, wondering if you're truly prepared for this wild ride of a profession, let me reassure you, you've got this. Look around at your fellow graduates, many of whom are already out there as RNs, making a positive impact on our communities. So take this leap of faith, pass the NCLEX, and join the ranks of your fellow classmates and be a part of the superhero squad. Now, let's address why we're all gathered here today. This pinning ceremony isn't just any old celebration. It's truly a milestone that marks the end of your academic journey and the beginning of your professional adventure. The pin we bestow upon you today isn't just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of your dedication, your hard work, and your commitment to excellence that you will wear with pride throughout your career as a nurse. Sure, there may be a learning curve as you step into the real world of nursing, but fear not. Your future employers understand that every superhero needs a training montage. Remember the wise words of your professors: don't shy away from questions, embrace boldness, and never lose sight of why you chose this amazing profession in the first place: to make a difference in people's lives. But let's not forget the unsung heroes behind our graduates: the parents, spouses, families, friends, and of course, your very own extraordinary classmates who've been the wind beneath your superhero capes. Your support and encouragement have been invaluable, And for that, we want to salute you all. So before we conclude this introduction, how about another huge thank you to our dedicated staff and professors for guiding our graduates on this epic journey. And lastly, to all of our graduates, you are truly Orange County superstars. We have every confidence that you will shine brightly, representing yourselves, West Coast University, and the nursing profession with the utmost pride and professionalism. Congratulations, nursing graduates. You did it. Now, without further ado, I'd like to pass the mic back to Professor Dr. Abalera to continue the awards and recognitions. Let the celebration continue.
Thank you, Taya. At West Coast University, we take great pride in acknowledging our students for going above and beyond the rigors of nursing school. On behalf of our campus leadership, we would like to recognize our graduates for their participation in our student organization. The first is the California Nursing Student Association, or CNSA, otherwise known as CNSA, is an organization created to help nursing students transition to a novice nurse through leadership, development, mentorship, advocacy, activism, and stewardship. May I introduce to you our CNSA members. Please rise. I know there's one, two. There you go. See, I think what happens with CNSA is a succession planning. So when they're on their fourth year, they actually pass on the baton to the next group. So you still are in the CNSA. The mentorship program, in collaboration with CNSA, provides guidance and assistance to our new students as they transition into the nursing program. They help promote accountability, confidence, and academic success through active learning and collaboration with fellow nursing students. May I introduce to you our mentors. Please rise. Yes. Thank you. The peer-assisted learning, otherwise known as PALS, is our student volunteer tutors who come highly recommended and vetted by their professors. This means they have achieved an A and are proficient in the course they facilitate. They are a great resource and supplement our students' academic success. May I introduce to you our PALS members. Please rise. Thank you. The Transition into Practice program, otherwise known as TIP, is an honorary one-to-one preceptorship program initiated at our campus in 2018. The program prepares and exposes the students to high-demand specialty areas, enhancing their soft skills and self-confidence. May I introduce to you our TIP students. Please rise. Lastly, we want to take a moment to recognize our student ambassadors, who are student leaders from recognized student organizations at West Coast University, who embody the institution's spirit by promoting connections and inclusivity. Student ambassadors are enthusiastic representatives who excel in admissions activities, campus tours, and promoting WCU's virtues. May I introduce to you our student ambassadors. Please rise. That was in the morning. No, CNSA, you are student ambassadors too. Yes, right, okay. To speak about the tradition of our pinning, please welcome Professor Susanna Lewis.
Hello and good afternoon, fellow colleagues and graduating class of Spring 2024. Woo-woo. That's so good. My name is Professor Susanna Lewis, and I have always considered the pinning ceremony to be a very intimate and special occasion. Being chosen to speak about the history of the lamp and the nursing pin is an honor, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity. So the pinning ceremony is a time-honored nursing school tradition. It is a rite of passage which is rich with symbolism. The history of this rite can be traced all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century with the Knights Hospitallers. You remember? When the nursing pinning ceremony was first initiated in the 1800s, the lamp and the pin became a symbol of the call and care of nursing. A sacrificial cross to bear, a medal of perseverance and honor, and a badge of courage. Florence Nightingale embodied all of these values, and so will you. So, sacrifice, cross to bear. What did she sacrifice? What do you remember? Her being, where's my happy bell? Yes, her health. She sacrificed her health. A lot of you know that she contracted brucellosis in the War of the Crimea and was basically an invalid for the next 20 years. She sacrificed her family. She wanted to get married and have kids, but if she did that, she could not be a nurse. She had to take care of her family, which in Victorian society, which she kind of rails about in this book called in her book, Cassandra, she's like, I have to choose. Some of you are amazing parents and mothers, and you're amazing nurses. She had to choose one or the other, so she sacrificed that. And she also sacrificed her dignity because nursing, was it a profession? No, they were basically the lowest of the low. And did the doctors want her there? No, that's why she had to do rounds at midnight while the doctors were asleep. That's why she's the lady with the lamp. But she also sacrificed, can you tell me? Her beloved Athena, the owlet from the Parthenon. Yes, why? Because while she was in the Crimea, she couldn't take her with her, so she left her with her sister, and she died. Yes. So, sacrifice. Some of you have sacrificed. You know what you sacrificed. Sleep, sometimes sanity, all those things you missed. So remember that she sacrificed. And there will be doctors and patients who are like, hey, what are you doing here? We don't want you here. And you're like, hey, I'm here to take care of you. I know what I'm doing. I know my stuff. I'm a graduate of West Coast University. And you can hold that with pride. But she also dedicated, and perseverance is also what's symbolized here. It's a medal of honor. And it is showing the respect that nurses have for the miracle of life and the finality of death. But to Florence, it was also an art. It was an art. And in this amazing book of hers called Una and the Lion, she said nursing is an art. And if it is to be made an art, it requires as exclusive a devotion, as hard a preparation as any painter's or sculptor's work. For what is having to do with dead canvas or cold marble compared with having to do with the living body, the temple of God's Spirit? It is one of the fine arts. I had almost said the finest of fine arts. And she goes on to say, there is no such thing as amateur art. So there is no such thing as amateur nursing. So if you come out thinking, oh, I'm just an amateur nurse, you have to remember there is no such thing, according to Florence Nightingale, who is our expert. So also courage. Finally, it is a badge of courage for everything nurses do and represent on the front lines, fighting death and disease, and doing so with courage and commitment. So after nurses were pinned, Nightingale would light a lamp and pass the flame. By 1916, the passage of pinning new graduates was standard in the United States. So the pin presented to you today has 4 symbols. So the book represents knowledge. The set of stairs represents success. The torch represents a desire to learn. And the leaves represent growth. Here at West Coast University, we are pleased to continue the tradition of pinning to our new graduates. So on behalf of nursing leadership and faculty, many of us are the source of your chronic sleep deprivation, but especially those professors who inspired you, who you consider mentors, we wish you the very best in all your nursing endeavors. Congratulations, class of Spring 2 2024. So, the special moment we have all been waiting for, the pinning ceremony.
Thank you, Professor Lewis. And now the special moment, like what Professor said, please, I'd like to invite Dr. Sunil Thomas, Professor Susanna Lewis to do the lamps, and Professor Lauren Bendon and Professor Bowman to do the pin. Graduates. Araceli Sanchez Honorato, RN. Aslyn Bakinis. Mariela Marin. Kimberly Pang. Park G. Min Anu. Connie Nguyen. Melanie Barba, RN. Labaki Guidado, RN. Fresta Segebi, RN. Joanna Cervantes. Joanne Park, RN. Joseph Anglo. Eugenie Douglas. Ana Garcia Castro. Christy Rosales, RN. Jessica Lenihan. Sitaloka Alarcon, RN. Jean Marie Lebeau, RN. Mohammed Monet, RN. Michael Mitchell, RN. Madison Thompson, RN. Jessica Vargas, RN. Alexis Janine Arevalo. Cameron Crisostomo, RN. Michaela Jocelyn Tejero Bermejo, RN. Justin Scott Ehanda Parker, RN. Elizabeth Guerrero. Shasi Fregoso. Lisette Herrera. Gracel Casupang. Hilani Noda. Joycin Basilio. Gabriela Milan Argao. Cindy Dueñez, RN. Crystal Martinez. Rutilio Valerio Delfin, RN. Vanessa Alarcon. Anna Ritz, RN. Connor Brown, RN. He loves you too. Okay. Maritza Rosales. Kathleen Sanchez Milliken, RN. Leanne Rachel Esconde, RN. Kimberly Grinder, RN. Cassandra Workman. Ashley Marino, RN. Christine Bandejas, RN. Faith Wood. Isabella Cayus, RN. Anna Nagabayashi, RN. Anna, either. Edith Arzola, RN. Carmen De Leon, RN. Jessica Benitez, RN. Raybert Ando, RN. Ravina Songu, RN. Alberto Calle, RN. Daisha Kelsey, RN. Tien Vu. Alexandra Han. Ashley Preferly, RN. Shannon Ono. Gabrielle Mai. Morgan Estacio. Michael De Jesus, RN. Jessica Hoffert. Avrion Gray, RN. Michaela Mao. Jacqueline Duran. Adrian Duenas. Brianna Martinez. William Jerome Akawili. Shisa Wakur. Kendall Reyes, RN. Susana Ordonez, RN. Chani Sisawan. Kimberly Sisawang. Sisters. Mayra Katrina Bararo, RN. Camille Escalonia. Scout Tommy, RN. Savannah Weaver, RN. Armida Llanos. Kimberly Papa. Hitomi Shao. Caitlin Hyodara, RN. Charlene No, RN. Adrian De Leon, RN. Janet Aviles. Natalie Trujillo. Stephanie Prado. Ronnie Gonzalez, RN. Arkin Gruta, RN. Elisa Tui, RN. Karen Tran, RN. Gloria Mon, RN. Nasiyun, RN. Marie Azurin, RN. Jenny Keo. Thank you, professors. I ask the graduates to stand to recite the Nurses Pledge. Please welcome Professor Agnes Galea to lead the nursing graduates. And for those that are in the crowd that are nurses, please stand with us to recite the pledge.
All RNs in the audience, please stand also. The Nursing Pledge. Please recite with me. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to provide care with all the skill and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect all times the dignity and beliefs of the persons under my care, holding in all confidence all personal information entrusted to me, and refrain from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level, and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor nursing's code of ethics and to uphold the integrity of the profession. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Galea. I'll toast to that. There you go. Nominated by our graduates, we would like to welcome to the stage the class speaker of Spring 2 2024, William George Young.
Anybody's heart rate increasing, or is it just me? Hello, everyone. Before I begin my speech, I would like to introduce myself. My name is William George Young, and I am a graduate of the June 2024 cohort. I just wanted to clarify that, so I'm not just a random person doing this speech. So for those that know me, I'm known as the guy who talks too much, cracks jokes in class, and doesn't keep his mouth shut. So hopefully, by the end of this speech, I'll be able to show not just to my class, but all an attendee and staff that there is more to me than just a couple of knock-knock jokes. I would like to say that although I've been nominated as class speaker, I would like to give my respects to those that also were nominated for this position, as they are just as, if not more qualified than me. So a little bit about myself. I actually originally attended SFSU in 2017 with the major of pre-nursing. And being a young, naive 17-year-old with no direction in sight, traversing the party life, taking college with a grain of salt, by the time that I realized that I wanted to do nursing seriously, my chances at SFSU were cut. And it was at one point where I was actually enrolled into 4 different colleges in the Bay Area trying to make nursing work. So it wasn't until I found West Coast to where I found my second chance and my saving grace. Having never obtained a 3.0 or higher in high school or college, thinking I'd only ever get to see my friends graduate, to seeing where I am now as a graduate of nursing, I know I've made my younger self proud. It's an absolute honor and humbling experience, actually, to be able to stand here amongst my class, staff, and all an attendee, to be able to give the opportunity to share not just my story, but our cohort's story through nursing school. And for that, I honestly want to give my deepest thanks to those that voted for me to speak, and I dedicate this to my class. Who knew yapping and telling jokes was gonna bring me here on stage, am I right? No? All right. So we begin this journey 2 years ago. Let me add more emphasis. We have been in nursing school for a total of 22 months. That's 90 weeks, 689 days, 16,532 hours, 991,930 minutes, 59,515,835 seconds, and counting, to be exact. For all those in attending, to you it may have felt as if it flew by so fast. But for us graduates, those were the longest 2 years of our lives. As stated previously, for all an attendee, I would like to put emphasis on who you are attending for, because those dressed so beautiful and handsome in their attire have put their blood, sweat, tears, and then some in order to be able to experience this moment of a lifetime. So I ask of you today is to give them their flowers, give them your adoration, and give them the recognition they deserve for all that they worked hard for this is a moment you cannot recreate twice. I know that getting dressed today, putting on your clothes, looking in the mirror, making sure your hair is hairing, your lashes are lashing, hoping your foundation is blended, asking your friends and family if you look good, for a brief moment when it was just you by yourself, I know you said to yourself, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I'm really doing this. I can't believe I graduated. You know, it's almost as if the person you were back then is almost unrecognizable to who you all are now. Looking back when we just started fundamentals, we were all so green, full of life, so eager, so happy. And now look at us. Still, I mean, not to say that we're not happy and full of life, but we have a degree now, so I'm happy for that. All jokes aside, we knew how hard nursing school was, and on the basis that it's nursing school. But in reality, we didn't even know the half of it. And for all of us, it was a big wake-up call as to what we really got ourselves into. I mean, no amount of preparation would have prepared us for those late hours of studying, having to call off work just for an extra day to study for an exam, having to tell your partner you don't have the energy today because you're burnt out from studying, having to adjust pickup days for the kids because of clinicals, cramming on the last day to turn in an assignment that's due at 11:59 p.m. on a Sunday. Needing to reply to 2 of your peers with a reference, and you have to reply on separate days. Spending a minimum of 1 hour and needing a score of 80% or higher. I mean, the list can go on and on. But with those hardships come moments, little moments in time when they act as a reminder of why we should keep going, why we should look forward to the next day, taking it one step at a time. For all those in attendee, you might be asking yourself, what are those moments? Well, let me tell you. When you're borderline about to fail and you need an 80% on the final to pass, and you find out you passed with a 90, those are those moments. When you didn't study at all for the exam and you found out you got an 85% on a med-surg test, those are those moments. Going out with your friends after finals to celebrate the end of a term, complaining with your friends about how hard nursing school is, but because you're in solidarity, because we're all going through it together, and you're not alone. When you're over your 12-hour clinical, but then you see how much of an impact you leave on your patients, and they tell you how much they appreciate the time that you gave them. It's those moments that keeps us going. Nursing school may have taken a part of us for a whole 2 years, but we took that piece back and emerged stronger than ever by being here today. You want to know how I know we came back? Better and stronger? Put on Chicago MD, Grey's Anatomy, House, and just by watching it, you already know the type of disease they might go through, the procedures, the protocols, the medications, whatever they're talking about. I mean, you feel like you're really there. In all honesty here, the knowledge, the skill, and the PTSD is what we have now. And that is something that no one can take from us. All jokes aside, it may seem like nothing when surrounded by everyone here, but out there, we're cut above the rest because we can say that we made it. We can say that we survived nursing school, that we graduated nursing school. And I don't care what anyone has to say to you, and I want you to hear it from me, that this is an achievement worth celebrating and to be proud of, because if it was so easy, then why isn't everyone a nurse? So this moment in time recognizes us as new graduates, but I would like to say that doesn't cover even half of who we are. Some of us is someone's mother, someone's father, someone's husband, someone's wife, a partner in crime, a brother, a sister, a friend for life, a helping hand, and someone who is willing to dedicate their lives to better not just ourselves, but those around us, which makes this ceremony mean so much more, and that is something you cannot learn in a textbook. And I am proud to say that we are living proof that no matter how much the odds are stacked against us, we find a way to come through to the finish line. As my speech comes to a close, I would like to recognize and applaud our theory professors for teaching us concepts that seem foreign to those that aren't in nursing, clinical professors for allowing us to practice the skills, and staff here at West Coast for providing all the resources such as NAS, PALS, CNSA, for making our nursing school experience a little bit more smoother than what we would like to thank you for all preparing us for this journey as we become future RNs. And for that, I'm truly grateful. Thank you to our support systems that have been our anchor throughout these 2 years, because without you being by our side waiting for us at the day's end, we wouldn't have someone to come home to. To my cohort, all I can say is, sorry. To my cohort, all I can say is this. I'm again so proud of all of us that we have overcome adversity, not just within our schooling, but also within our personal lives throughout these 2 years. And we've given so much of ourselves to something that felt intangible at the time turned into a reality. And as we go on to our separate ways, the faces you see to your left and right might be faces you'll see often, or just be a distant memory. So let's hold on to this moment as the last time we were here all together in unity, being side by side, hand in hand through adversity, for we are WCU Strong.
Thank you, William. What an inspiring speech. If we could now ask everyone to please turn your attention to the screen above me. we would like to present a photo slideshow created by our graduating class. Before closing our ceremony, I'd just like to give some reminders. Okay, just a few notes. We ask our guests to please allow our graduates to exit the theater first. Once the graduates are exited, guests may exit after them. And then we also invite the graduates and guests to take photos outside using the WCU logo backdrop as our friends from La Habra High School Auditorium, West Coast University staff members will be closing down the theater. So our professional photographer, Brittany, will be outside to join graduates and guests for professional photos. And those photos taken by Brittany today will be available to graduates about 1 week after today's event. Graduates will receive the link for those photos via their WCU email at the time. Finally, we ask that you please check your area for any items that might be left behind and discard any trash in a nearby trash receptacle. As we say in simulation, clean up. Okay, all right. Okay, so to close our ceremony, please welcome our campus Dean of Nursing Academics, Patty Mercure.
Good afternoon. I'm Campus Associate Dean of Academics, Patty McCure, and I'm speaking on behalf of our Dean, Barrett. So you're all here today for pinning, which is a special event. And for nurses, it's a rite of passage and a ceremony that every nurse will always remember. It is rewarding to have all of your families and friends present to celebrate with you and share their pride for all of your achievements. This is an event filled with so many emotions. You will be excited and happy about being done with all the stressful deadlines and exams, sad that you will not see all your friends that you made in school, nervous and anxious about receiving your green light and passing NCLEX. Finally, you will be filled with your passion as you start your dream of working as a nurse. As we conclude the pinning ceremony, I want to take a quick moment to let all of our graduates know how proud we are of you. Although it wasn't easy, you did it. The challenges you have faced have increased your resilience and prepared you for your role as a nurse. Nursing is not just a profession, it is a calling. You are present for your patients. You are compassionate, empathetic, diligent, and strong patient advocates. As a nurse, you not only will help bring new life into the world, you may also assist with the end of life. So either way, you are truly making a difference. So you all have one last assignment. Go out and be the best nurse you can be. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Mercure. So, ladies and gentlemen, West Coast University presents to you our Spring 2 2024 nursing graduates. Congratulations.